guys! Hi guys, welcome back, welcome to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing really well. So the intro was kind of like ASMR, but I'm gonna be doing a non-ASMR get ready with me. I'm just gonna be running a couple errands today with my mother. So yeah, I wanted to do a little simple get ready with me, not ASMR, because I feel like I haven't done just like a non-ASMR video in a while, so that's what I wanted to do. I kind of like already started my makeup. I did put like primer on already, because I was about to put on my color corrector, and I was like, wait a minute, let's do a get ready with me because there's no one else in my house right now, and well, why not? Yeah, so two things. I'm gonna be eating a muffin because it's like 10 in the morning, and I have some water. Also, my parents were like cleaning out the basement last night, and they found my green ring. If you guys have like been paying like super close attention to my videos recently, or I don't know if I've said it, but I lost this for like a month or so, the green ring, and I finally found it again. Or they found it, but I'm very happy about it because now my hand feels like regular again. Anyway, yeah, yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna be using, so I used the, for my primer, the e.l.f. Power Whip Primer. I've seen this all over TikTok, and apparently it was like a really good dupe for the Milk Makeup. And it is. I've never tried the Milk Makeup one, but this one is really sticky and like keeps my makeup on all day long. Anyways, I might do some tapping, but this isn't ASMR, so no promises. And then just using, for my color corrector, the Annabelle Perfect Corrector in green, so it conceals redness. Because if you can tell, my face is like a tomato. I don't really understand why, but that's that. And we're not going to discuss my posture. I know it's horrible. We don't need to talk about it, but I'm going to try and keep fairly good posture for the video, because... What the hell was that? Keep pretty good posture for the video so I don't look insane. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna be putting this in like spots where there's like super invisible redness. I look crazy. Oh my gosh, I love this part because it makes me look insane. And then when I blend it out, I kind of look like Shrek. Anyway. I'm just using Beauty Blender. I need to get a new one because I tried to clean it and it did not clean, so I'm convinced I need to buy a new one. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments because I love hearing from you guys and like talking to you guys. You guys are so cute. Also, I already did my brows. I kind of just like put soap in them to keep them like in place. I don't really fill them in or anything, because, like, I don't know. Oh my gosh, story time. I don't know if I've ever said this on my channel before, but in, like, I want to give a trigger warning for, like, blood and gore, I guess. I'm not going to be, like, showing anything, obviously, but just, like, for content-wise. In, like, January of 2019, I believe, yeah, it was like, where I live, it gets like super cold and like super snowy and icy in the winter, and so I was like in grade 8, so this was like a long time ago, but I was, after school one day, I was outside, like at the back of the field, because we had like a massive field at our school. I was outside with my brother. My brother was like 8 at the time. And I was like 14? No, like 13, because my birthday is late in the year. But I was outside, like after school with him, and I was like sliding around on the ice like the idiot kid I was. Well, still am, but we don't have to talk about that. I was sliding around on the ice. I had glasses, but like, well, I have glasses, but like, I had different glasses. And they were like super cheap, but like they worked, so it was fine. They had like no prescription either. Anyway, my current ones are like negative 3.75, so really bad. Yeah, so I was slipping around on the ice, just like doing a little sliding thing, because if you didn't slide around on the ice, where you live, it like gets ice in the winter. If you weren't sliding around on the ice as a child, you didn't have a childhood, and I'm like, that's just what it is. Anyway, so I was sliding around on the ice doing my little thing, and then I fall, obviously, because it's ice. Sorry, and then I'm just going in with the Essence Concealer. Shade 10 Light Rose. I just restocked on this, very good. Honestly, my tried and true concealer. It's really good. Anyway, and I'm just putting this over where I put the color corrector and like any other like spots. Anyway, yeah, and then I fell. And when I fell, ladies and gents, and anyone else, that sounded really judgmental. When I fell face first. Yeah, I did. Because I was a child. And wow. I feel like everyone just inevitably falls on ice once in their lifetime. Like if you live somewhere that has ice. Yeah, so I fell face first onto the ice and my glasses broke, and like I was wearing my glasses and they broke on my face and they like slit my eyebrow open. Like I don't know if you can see it, like kind of faded because it was like 4 years ago. But oh my god, it was 4 years ago, damn. But it cut out my eyebrow, like right here. I don't know if you can tell, like my eyebrow hair has kind of grown back even now, but like this one used to be like significantly a different shape than this one. I don't know if you can really tell. You can't really tell, but it was like bleeding and like all this thing, and it like, I don't know. And so I went to the office. Thank God the office was like still open after school at that time, because it was like kind of right after school, or like 20 minutes after school. The hair on my face. So I went to the office. I'm like crying because, well, like, also I'm just using this Quo Beauty domed buffer brush to just like stipple my concealer out. I don't really know. I'm going to the office. I'm like crying. Blood is dripping down my face. It's like not a good moment for me. And I go to the office and she called my parents and she's like, yeah, she might need like 1 or 2 stitches. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I'm a pretty tough person, so like I was like, whatever, okay, I don't really care that much. Like stitches are, I don't know, they like put you under like anesthesia or whatever. I don't know. I think that's the thing that like numbs you. I don't really know. But I was like, okay. And so I go home that night and my parents take me to a walk-in clinic, not even a hospital. And like in Canada we have free healthcare, so like not really free, but like you don't have to pay for a hospital visit because like your taxes pay for it or whatever. I don't really know, but I feel like I should know, but like school doesn't teach you these things. Anyway, so they take you to a walk-in clinic and the guy's like, yeah, she's gonna need 10 stitches. 10 stitches. I'm like, oh my god, are you crazy? And like honestly, all of this was my fault. Like this could have been totally avoided. I'm like not like taking away from the fact that it was someone else's fault that I slipped on the ice. No, this was my fault. It was after school. No one was like, yeah, Andy, let's slide on the ice. No. It was all my fault. Which I take accountability for, because like who else's fault would it have been? Right? And so they're like, you're gonna need 10 stitches. I was like, oh, okay, bet. And so they like put me under this frickin' like numbing stuff, and they started doing it, and my parents are there. They're like in the room with me while I'm getting these frickin' stitches, and my mom's like holding my hand because like I'm 13, like come on. She's like holding my hand, and then like she obviously has to, like, watch what the heck is going on. And, like, my mother is a pretty, like, tough person, but, like, she had to, like, leave the room because she, like, couldn't handle the whatever was going on. And so my stepdad comes in and he, like, starts holding my hand too. This process took like 15 minutes. It, like, wasn't even a big thing. And so I leave the walk-in clinic. I come to school the next day and I have this, like, bandage on my forehead basically. And one of the popular guys at my school, like, probably the most popular 8th grader in my opinion, I still know him, but he goes to a different high school now. Well, like last year he occasionally came to my school after high school ended. Anyways, but yeah, one of the popular, I, like, walk into class and the popular guy is like, "What happened to you?" In, like, the most, like, sweet and caring, like, tone possible. Like, I've never, like, I never really knew him that well at that time, but, like, he was so sweet about it. He's like, "What happened to you?" I was like, "Oh, fell on the ice, whatever, no big deal." And then my teacher goes, "You should have told him that you, like, got into a fight." And I was like, "Mr. I'm not gonna say the name, but, like, teacher, come on now." And, like, in hindsight, that would have been really funny had I said that, but I did not. I was like, "Oh yeah, I just slipped on the ice, LOL." Anyway, so now after the concealer is blended out, that was the story. I hope you guys enjoyed. After the concealer blend, I'm going in them with this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup Primer Concealer Highlighter BB Cream, all in one, in the shade 0.5 Fair Light Cool. This is, like, the second lightest shade. And I'm just dabbing this all over my face because I feel like I found out that if you dab it on your face rather than, because it has, like, this weird little applicator, I found out that if you dab it on your face rather than, like, it turns out better. Anyway, and then I'm just gonna go in with a beauty blender and blend that out. And it's supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. And honestly, I haven't used the Flawless Filter. I want to get it because everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's really freaking good." I want to get it, but I also don't have, like, $54 just laying around to just splurge on makeup, you know what I mean? But very good drugstore dupe. Makes my skin look very glowy. Although it kind of makes my skin itchy when I, like, first put it on. But when I blend it out, it's fine. Can you guys hear that? Anyways, that was the story. I feel like, I don't know if I've ever told that on my channel before. I feel like it's one of those things that I should have been telling on my channel because it's, like, kind of monumental in my life. Because that was like my first ever, like, massive injury. Like, I've never broken a bone, I've never, like, sprained anything, I've never, like, fractured my ankle or anything like that. No. Slitting my eyebrow open on the frickin' ice in middle school. That was what that was my defining factor. So, yeah. Sometimes I'll FaceTime my friend in the morning, like, for school, when we're both getting ready, and she's like, "You blend out your stuff so aggressively." I'm like, I have fear of it being not blended out, and then, like, it looks cakey or, like, whatever. And then people were like, "Ainsley, why does your makeup look like that?" I was like, "Sorry, but it's really not their problem," you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, so I'm just blending it out. I also need to wash my hair. I was gonna wash it last night, but then I was really freaking tired, so I didn't. Also, me not washing my hair doesn't mean that I didn't shower. Come on, guys. Like, I just want to put that out there. That's gross. Personal hygiene, you know what I mean? body mist or like cologne or perfume is not an excuse for a shower. Too many people at my school don't know that. It's really embarrassing for them. Ugh. Anyway, so now after this is blended out, I'm just going to be putting concealer under my eyes. But that's the only place, just to like brighten this area up a little bit. Because, well, I don't really know why I do it in this order. Before I put this stuff on, it's kind of like a spot conceal type thing when I put the concealer on, but after, it's like actual concealer. And I found that if I put concealer over this, when I've already put concealer under that, it looks cakey and gross, which I do not like. So I just put concealer under my eyes, and that's it. And honestly, it's pretty good. Sorry, my posture is horrendous. I'm saying sorry as if it's like your posture effing up. Okay. For now, I'm gonna drink some water out of my hydro flasks. It's like a crap ton of ice in here. Because I've heard that ice water is like really good for keeping your skin clear. And honestly, I'm not really seeing the benefits. Now I'm some blueberry muffin. So good. If you guys live near a Tim Hortons, it's kind of like a Dunkin', I guess. That would be like the American equivalent, I feel like. I mean, nothing really compares to Tim's, but I know. You know, it's whatever. But anyways, if you guys know Tim Hortons and you've had the blueberry muffin from Tim Hortons, this blueberry muffin tastes exactly like it. It's so good. Okay. Enough ramble bamble. Where is my powder? I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation and powder, full matte coverage, waterproof, blah 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 blah, in the shade 120 Vanilla. And I'm just going to be using this as like a setting powder type thing. And I'm using the same brush I used for the concealer. Just dip it in there. And blending her out. Like, pretty much everywhere. Because this shade is like a little bit more yellow than my skin tone. So it like, it makes my skin look like my skin again, if that makes sense, because all the other products that I just used are like a little bit lighter than my actual skin tone. Like this is pretty close to my actual skin tone, but like all the other things are like really light. It's only the concealer, but it's really light, and so this brings my skin back to its natural tone. I'm just putting this basically all over, so I look like I don't even know, like puff pastry. Oh my god, this video is already 20 minutes long. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be like, how long does my makeup actually take in the morning? Okay, hold on. Just give me 2 seconds. Alrighty. Yeah, so that's that for my base. And to really just like make sure she stays in place, I'm using this e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I'm almost out, but I'm just gonna do not put this in your mouth. It does not taste like coconuts, I swear to you. It does not. Anyway, I'm just gonna let this seep into my skin. There's a face mask on my mirror. Because I did a face mask last night. Well, I'll clean that up later. I drink like 4 of these a day. This is like 32 ounces. And then my face kind of gets itchy after I put this setting spray on. So I just take the pointy part of this primer and basically just like poke my skin. Because if I itch it, then it's gonna mess up the makeup. But if I just poke my skin, then it doesn't do anything. So yeah. I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll be back so this video isn't like 100 hours long. Okay, I think she's all dry. My face is still kind of itchy, but hopefully it'll get sorted out. Also, I'm not sick, but my throat is doing this weird thing. Probably allergies because it's changing from like spring to, or like summer to fall. So like all the pollen and whatever is like going crazy. And then I'm just gonna go in with blush now. I'm doing the Burt's Bees All Aglow in Perfect Peony. I don't know if I told you guys, but one time I was doing my makeup like a couple weeks ago, and I didn't roll this down because it's like a fruit, like push pop type thing. So you have to like roll it down or roll it up, and I didn't roll it down, and so I put this on, and I was like, why isn't it going down? So I was like squeezing it, like pushing it down, like forcing it, and it got all messed up. So now it's all like weird and wonky. But now I'm just gonna like go in like this with this random angled brush. Got it from Winners because the blush brush that I had before was like on its last limbs 4 years ago. I've had that blush brush that I had before this one for, I'm not even joking, like since I was 12 or like since I was 13. I know this looks like a lot right now. I know it does, but we're gonna blend it out and it's gonna be fine because oh, wait a minute, that might have been a little bit too much. No, it's fine. We're gonna blend it out and it's gonna be all fine and dandy. It looks like an allergic reaction right now. I know it does, but it's a trust the process type thing. Okay, there's like a hair where there should not be a hair. Brother in Christ, what the heck is going on here? The one thing about this primer and like all the other crap that I put on my face is that I have like a dog and a cat. Why am I talking questions? I have a dog and a cat, and so their little hairs that are just floating around in the air get everywhere, which is really no good. So I have dog hair and cat hair all over my freaking face. See, that doesn't look as crazy anymore. Like, it looks like you can see the blush. Okay, I just got it on my freaking... Why is my nose so freaking itchy today? This is like... Okay, now I kind of like transferred a little bit onto this side, so I'm just going to put a little bit on this side. Like on the brush for this side. I know it looks insane, but once I get all of my makeup done, it will not look insane. Trust. I'm just gonna like basically put this all over my face, give it a little bit of color everywhere. I have Bloody Mary by Ghost stuck in my head. You know that song on TikTok? It's like, you go down just like Bloody Mary. That song. It's in my head. I was listening to it before I started filming. Anyway, that's the blush. It looks a little insane. I look like I have an allergic reaction. We're not going to talk about it. I might have put a little bit too much, I will admit. But it's fine. Okay. Next is mascara. I used to do eyeliner, but I kind of stopped doing eyeliner for a little bit. Just because, I don't know, it like got too much. I I like didn't do it one day and I was like, ooh, I really like this natural looking little thing. Okay, so for mascara, I'm gonna do it off camera, but I'll show you my mascara routine. I go in with this clear brown lash mascara, but the actual lash mascara is this coconut oil stuff. Nourishing plus coconut milk. I put it in here. I saw a girl on TikTok do it and she was like, if it works on your hair, we'll work on your lashes. I was like, okay, per. So I put it in here. Just brush that through, and then after that, like immediately after, I brush my lashes through with this Hello Good Stuff Essence Volume Mascara, like the coconut one, and I make it all the way through again from root to end, making sure like they're all even, because that's like kind of the primer, like the base. And then for the actual mascara, I go in with this Essence / Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara, the purple one, and I don't know if you can tell, but you see like how there's like a little bit on the edge. I just like scrape that off a little bit because I feel like there's too much, and so now there's like none. And I don't go in on this side like that. I go in with the top and just, but only the tips on the first coat. And then on a second coat, I brush it all the way through. And then third coat, I brush it all the way through. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, hey guys. So, I finally finished my mascara. I have to be a little bit quiet because my mom got home. So, yeah. Anyways, for the bottom lashes, I just use the same coconut essence and then this Clinique High Impact Mascara. It's just in a little sample one, but it's really good. And then this little sample Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. I really like this, and I need to get it in the full size because it's really good. Like, look at my bottom lashes, guys. I'm just gonna be going in for highlighter with this Morphe 2 Gleam Catcher Illuminator in First Light. I'm just gonna be going like that. I don't know if you can see, but just like 3 little dots. And then the blush brush, just blending that out. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but it's really good. And then on the other side too, just 3 little dots. And then blend that out. I'm going to be putting it on my nose too. Just like that. And blending it out. Yeah. And then because it's like a liquid highlighter, I'm going in with this powder highlighter. It's the Makeup Revolution Highlighter Reloaded. I think the shade Dare to Divulge. You guys have seen me use this so many times in almost all of my makeup routines, so yeah. And then I'm going to be taking just the powder one and going in on my inner corners, just with this random eyeshadow brush, and on my brow bone. And then I haven't brushed my teeth yet today because I'm eating and it's like literally the morning. But after brushing my teeth, I put on some highlighter on my Cupid's bow. And then I'll show you my lip routine really quick. It's just this Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil in 06 Real. I have used this bad boy to the almost the very end. I just resharpened it the other day, or like yesterday. And then once I like I'll do it super quick. So you guys can just see. Sorry for the ominous quietness. I like line and then like put a little bit. And then I do the same on the top one. And I kind of just blend it out so it doesn't look that insane. When I put on this, it's the Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump. It's the one with like the kind of pink tint. Obviously this is like a super bad lip liner job, but once I like finish getting ready it'll look better. But I just finished putting all of my setting spray on, and that is my makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, this lip combo makes my teeth really white, like. But yeah, anyways, okay, this video has been like 1,000,000 hours long, so I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for the little suggestions that you put on like my recent community post. I'll be doing probably all of those in the incoming like future, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye guys.